Oh my god, that looks like somebody put clear coat on the tire. That's crazy. Look at the reflection. So for the first step, before applying these tire shines, we want to make sure that tires are completely free of any dressing. So we're going to clean, wash, and make sure that the tires are clean and dry to the touch. Now, one tip that I can give you guys is that before I apply any type of wheel cleaner to my tires, what I usually do is, because you don't want to get wheel cleaner on the paint itself, and it's pretty unavoidable, especially when there's a little bit of a breeze outside. So what I do is I rinse off the panels around it. So whether it's being like the quarter panel, the door, or what have you, anywhere around the wheels themselves. And that way, if you do get any type of overspray, that at least you're protecting the paint from any further damage before you can carefully wipe it down.
No chance concealing what deep down I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust, memories and frame, a past we simply let fade. Oh, but I don't close the door, chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you. You make me feel amazing when I'm next to you. You make me feel so crazy, my heart breaks for you. Can't help but know.
Okay, so as you can see, tire number 1 is completely clean. It's got no more dressing on it. So now we're going to apply our first tire dressing. So for the first tire we're going to apply is Meguiar's Hot Shine. As I said before, you want to avoid getting it on any of the panels, which is why we pre-rinse the panels just in case it was to get any overspray. Now the first thing I notice is that it does give fairly good of a shine, but as you can see in this video, it's kind of blotchy. It almost looks like there's a powder on the tire. Almost like a grainy effect, like sand. And as you can see, we got tire number 2. It is completely clean and dry, and we're going to get ready to put on tire dressing number 2. And for this dressing, it's going to be made by Turtle Wax. It's wet and black. Goes on almost like in a foam spray. I don't usually like the foam sprays. I've tried them in the past. I find that they drip a lot and they don't actually just disappear like they advertise, but we'll see how this one goes. And we let that settle for around 30 seconds to a minute. So as you can see, it does give a good shine. However, it's really oily looking. I mean, you can see it literally looks like somebody took corn syrup or something and just dripped it all over the tire. I can only imagine how much that would sling off if it doesn't dry fully. It's not a very good first impression. And now on to tire number 3. Once again, it's completely clean and dried and all ready for our next application. So for this one, it's Meguiar's High Endurance. This actually has been my favorite for last probably 5 years or more. It goes on very easy and it has a really good gloss. I really love the gloss, so I used to swear by this product. So I'm really curious what type of result I get from this. Now, as you can see, it's got a really good gloss. However, you do see that it does have a bit of a sling factor to it. It has a really good gloss, but I never actually noticed the very bottom of it. It's kind of blotchy. It's not as bad as the Hot Shine, but it definitely is a lot more shinier. So we'll have to see how it compares to the other products. And for tire number 4, once again, just like before, tires are completely clean and they're dry, and they're all ready for our next tire shine application. Now, for the last tire, this product I've never heard before. Probably a lot of people have not heard about it, but I see it on YouTube. Fellow YouTuber was using it, and the results and his reaction to it just blew me away. It's exactly what I was looking for. So I had a hard time getting this stuff here. I'll say more at the end, but I'm really curious if I get the results like I seen on his video. Oh my god, that looks like somebody put clear coat on the tire. That's crazy. Look at the reflection. It is exactly like what that showed on that video. I mean, you can see that there's electrical cord on the ground next to the car, and you can see it reflecting off the tire like as if it was paint and clear coat. That is ridiculous. I've never seen that before, and it's very, very smooth looking. Holy cow, that is absolutely nuts. Okay guys, so the final results are in. So for the 4 products, Crystal Products Untouchable for a first time application in a dry environment absolutely blows the competition away. Like, just absolutely blows the competition away. Even blows the door off with a product I used before, which was Hot Shine Endurance. So guys, now the results are in. Unfortunately, I really couldn't show what type of sling each product produced because unfortunately a couple days later it started to rain. So at least for the first I'd say 2 or 3 days, the Crystal Products it was an absolute mirror on the tires. It just looked like it was completely clear coated. However, unfortunately, once it started to rain, every single product lost its very shiny coating. It turned into its normal kind of a flat shine to it, so it wasn't as shiny as, you know, as you first applied it. But for like a dry area, let's say a dry region, like say California or something like that, High Endurance was my favorite, but I will be switching now to Crystal Products. Now, as far as Crystal Products, it's very strange why people have not heard of it. I'm just, with the results that it gives, it's just crazy. The thing is, it's really difficult to get it if you're in Canada. There's no place that I know in Canada that sells this stuff. I mean, nobody really knows about it. In order for me to get it, I tried to go through Amazon, but they simply would not ship to Canada. I tried everything. I contacted the manufacturer, and they said they only send it through air, and they will not send it through to Canada. And the thing is, there are other aerosol sprays that I've seen come through Canada. I've even got some from the States, but they just won't send this particular one. I'm very unsure why. But in any event, the only way that I could get it was to have a friend who was able to go over the border and pick it up after it was delivered to a US post office box. So I got 4 bottles, 4 of these aerosol cans. I did not realize that they also don't use much. I mean, in my typical aerosol spray cans, I get maybe 8 tires. They might say, oh, you get 10, 16 tires. Never has been the case. It would be like somewhere around 8 tires. So maybe like 2 applications for the whole car. And the can is rated for 24 tires. Now, normally I wouldn't believe that, considering all the other products that I've used, especially the Meguiar's High Endurance, which is what I was using before. I mean, that thing comes out like a fire hose, like pepper spray or something. It comes out quite a lot, and so I get like 8 tires out of it. And I think it's rated for like 12 tires or something. So, but this stuff, there's very little that comes out, and it really doesn't require a lot either. So it's pretty amazing. So this can, which is also very cheap, it's only $5 US, and that's for 14 ounces. And considering it's only costing $5 US for 14 ounces of a product that has unbelievable shine, I mean, and one of the other good things about it is that it doesn't seem to have any sling. I mean, every product that I've used always had an issue with slinging back onto the panels of the car. I mean, even the product that I used before, the Meguiar's High Endurance spray, it's still sprayed every once in a while over the car, but it doesn't matter if it's going to have to be shipped here coming through the States. I'm definitely changing over to Crystal products for sure. So I highly recommend everyone to try it out and let me know what you think, because it's a pretty amazing product. It blew me away. I'm shocked. Alright, and with that, I'd like to conclude this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be sure to click the little bell icon to be notified of each new video I post. Thank you for watching, and till next time.